Hello, everybody. I hope this finds you well. I'm Mr. Valentine, and today I'm starting the television show The Sopranos. Now, I've only seen a handful of shows all the way through, but the ones I have are phenomenal. I've rewatched constantly The Wire, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Better Call Saul, and I'm chasing that next gem, Halpert, The Office. And every time I research best TV shows to watch, invariably I see Sopranos on some list, on some poll as must watch television. So I am heeding the call. I'm going to see what all the hullabaloo is about. Thank you for taking the time to watch this with me today. Let me know your favorite season. Is it worth watching it in its entirety? Let me know in the comments. But let's get into the show.
Mr. Soprano,
Yeah.
have a seat.
Who's going to break the ice?
My understanding from Dr. Cusimano is that you collapsed, possibly a panic attack. You were unable to breathe.
They said it was a panic attack. Blood work and the neurological work came back negative.
This is rumor mill. He said, she said, BS.
How are you feeling now?
Good. Fine. Back at work.
What line of work are you in?
Waste management consultant.
Know what that's double speak for?
Look, it's impossible for me to talk to a psychiatrist.
Any thoughts at all on why you blacked out?
Stress, maybe.
About what?
I don't know. The morning of the day I got sick, I've been thinking.
Okay. Regale me, Mr. Soprano. Regale me.
It's good to be in something from the ground floor. I came too late for that. But lately, I'm getting the feeling that I came in at the end. The best is over. I think about my father. He never reached the heights like me. But in a lot of ways, he had it better. He had his people. They had their standards. They had pride. Today, what do we got?
Oh, this young generation. It's a whole new ball game. Can't disagree with you there.
A couple months before, these two wild ducks landed in my pool.
Oh, Mr. Soprano just trying to get his ducks in a row.
They're from Canada or someplace. They had some ducklings.
Meadow, your father with those ducks.
I know. The whole yard smells like duck poo.
Happy birthday, handsome. Mwah. 13.
Doesn't act it.
Shut up. The male and female just made a home in your pool.
Don't you just love the nuclear family?
And listen, if you don't like that ramp, I'll build you another one.
Hey, kids, come here. Come here, they're trying to fly. Come here, the babies, they're trying to fly.
It's National Geographic out here. Lay your eyes on this.
Now, my wife feels this friend is a bad influence.
So cool you're going to be able to come to Aspen with my family at Christmas. Last year at Aspen, I saw Skeet Ulrich.
Miss Meadow, we made a deal. You keep your school grades up, keep your curfew between now and Christmas. Then you get to go.
I know this.
Priorities. Am I right?
I drove to work with my nephew, Christopher. He's learning the business. Bear in mind, this is a kid who just bought himself a $60,000 Lexus.
Buku. Rolling pretty.
Get out.
Right there, next to the boo-boo in pink.
My friend Mahaffey, pulling his taffy. We saw this guy, and there was this issue of an outstanding loan.
Can I stop you for a second? I don't know where this story is going, but there are a few ethical ground rules we should quickly get out of the way.
Uh-oh. Doctor-patient confidentiality?
Doctor-patient confidentiality. If I was to hear a murder was to take place, not that I'm saying it would, but if a patient comes to me and tells me a story where someone's going to get hurt, I'm supposed to go to the authorities.
Outstanding loans and murder have a lot of overlap in waste management, I suspect.
You said you were in waste management.
The environment.
I don't know what happened with this fellow. I'm...
Nothing. We had coffee.
We had coffee. It's a wild thing to say. Mr. Soprano seems to have a kind of joy on his face while he's in pursuit. That's hilarious. Look at him. It's like he's playing a video game.
all right?
My leg's broken, the bone's coming through.
you prick! Where's my money?
So you had coffee.
Yo,
Right.
just a cup of Joe and a punch in the nose. A little dab will do you. A soprano always collects his debt.
I was called in to consult by a garbage hauling company I represent.
Well, the site manager wants to renew his contract.
So they pay us 40 times a month for stealing a stop.
It's a thing. They won't.
Do I smell racketeering with a capital R?
Let me see what I can do.
Oh, you sure? A guy named Artie Bucco. The situation came up. It involves my uncle. I can't go into details on this one.
That's fine.
Gotta play this one close to the vest. Doc.
My uncle adds to my general stress level.
Your Uncle Junior is gonna whack Pussy Malanga. He's gonna do it at your friend Artie Bucco's restaurant.
Is he a made guy? This is giving me Goodfellas, Godfather vibes, and I love it. I love every ounce of this.
Oh, Artie. Good to see you.
You know what it means for Arthur? One of these old mutts gets wet in here.
Run his business.
Gotta sit down with your uncle.
Yeah, homicide is bad for business, notoriously.
Uncle Junior's my father's brother. Good guy, just getting old. Cranky. Used to take me to Yankee games when I was a kid. I love my uncle. At the same time, when I was young, he told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem.
Childhood trauma. You wounded him. You wounded a young Anthony.
The phone is an auditory thing. Dark is an eye thing. I can understand not going out after dark, jumped in the shadows, but not answering the phone after dark?
Oh, listen to him. He knows everything. You want some lunch? I got eggplant.
No, I just ate.
This mother character is saucy.
Uncle June's gonna make a problem for Artie. Could affect his livelihood.
What's that?
CD player.
Emphasis on live. More like deadlyhood, know what I mean?
I just worry about you.
And
That's
don't start with that nursing home business.
It's not a nursing home. How many times do I gotta say this?
Like-minded individuals.
If your uncle has business with Arthur, he knows what he's doing.
And I don't.
Well, all I know is daughters are better at taking care of their mothers than sons.
And I bought CDs for a broken record.
Twist the knife. That's great writing. That is great writing. This character of the mom is adorable. It's painting quite the picture of Mr. Soprano's life. I can understand how he can have a panic attack or whatever he would call it. A lot of moving parts.
Started crying and hung up.
Needs a purpose in life.
No, your mother is tougher than you think.
So what, no Edie now?
Hey!
AJ, you kiss Edie Falco with that mouth? Have y'all seen Horace and Pete? I wish, the director's life would have turned out differently because Horace and Pete is a great freaking television show. Creator.
At first, it felt like ginger ale in my skull.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Daddy! Dad!
Anthony Jr., call 911.
The ducks taking flight was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was a bit too much for one Tony. Strained relationship with your mom, your uncle's getting you into the thick of it. Overload.
Dr. Cusimano put me in the hospital. Gave me every kind of test.
But you might want some company.
Aw.
Think I got a brain tumor?
Well, we're gonna find out.
What a bedside manner. Very encouraging.
What are you gonna not know?
Had some good times. Had some good years.
Here he goes now with the nostalgia.
Hey, all I'm saying,
Skip it. Change the record.
Well, having that Kumar on the side helps.
I told you I'm not seeing her anymore. How do you think I feel having that priest around all the time?
Don't even go there, all right? Father is a spiritual mentor. He's helping me to be a better Catholic.
Yeah, we all got different needs.
What's different between you and me is you're going to hell when you die.
Oh, shots fired. Gonna be... She said, you're going to Hades, hubby. Don't let the door hit you.
My nephew, Christopher, was handling the garbage contract problem. But on this, I will also not go into detail.
Uh-oh.
You ever have our sausages?
I thought the only sausages they had was Italian and Jimmy Dean's. See what you learn when you cross cultures?
My Uncle Ebsen doesn't know I came.
Cultivated. He's a cultivated man.
You and I are the younger generation. We have issues in common.
Where's the stuff?
Yes. The reason for the visit.
Oh, yo. Oh, Bogey. Oh, he let him get one last sniff before he took the dirt nap. Oh, jeez Louise. That's brutal.
So my uncle and I played around the Gulf and had lunch.
You keep mentioning your uncle. What seems to be the problem?
Who do you think you are? I'm the person who says how things go. That's who I think I am. Now listen, Artie's dinner business is nice, upscale people from the suburbs. Don't ruin his life. Vesuvio is where pussy feels safe. You kill him someplace else.
You may run North Jersey, but you don't run your Uncle Junior. How many hours did I spend playing catch with you?
He said, respect your elders. I will kill who I want, where I want. I will crap where I eat. You hear me?
My wife and my daughter were not getting along.
Tony watches Godfather 2 all the time. He says the camera work looks just as good as in the movie theater.
Oh, I just rewatched the trilogy. It's peak cinema, man.
Where does Tony rank Goodfellas?
What do you have, raccoons?
Somebody's jimmying a window.
You have all these security lights. Who would try and,
Oh, no.
Oh.
Jeez, Louise.
Meadow?
The mother plays no games. She's always stocked up, locked and loaded.
Do we have any, what do you call it, putty?
Don't give me that.
You snuck out! What's going on? You locked my bedroom window on purpose so I get caught.
People thought you were upstairs doing your homework.
Patrick's swim meet is tomorrow and he needed me.
Oh, she did it for love.
No, you're not grounded. You're not going to Aspen with Hunter Scangarello. That's where you're not going.
It'll all blow over.
Didn't you admit to Dr. Cusimano you were feeling depressed?
Uh-oh. Tread carefully, Doc.
Melfi. What part of the boot you from, hun?
Dr. Melfi.
Oh.
My father's people were from Caserta.
Avellino. My mother would have loved it if you and I got together.
Oh. His face, lascivious. No one can deflect like he can. He's like, we're not talking about depression. Let's talk about you and I.
Nowadays, everybody's got to go to shrinks and counselors. Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type? That was an American. He wasn't in touch with his feelings. He just did what he had to do.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played, those were the days.
And then it's dysfunction this and dysfunction that.
You have strong feelings about this.
I had a semester and a half of college. I understand Freud. I understand therapy as a concept.
Semester and a half. I'm basically an aficionado. I'm an expert in all things mental.
Could I be happier? Yeah.
Do you feel depressed?
Since the ducks left, I guess.
The ducks that preceded your losing consciousness. Let's talk about them.
The symbolism. Oh, this is deep. This is a profound story here. Psychological approach to a gangster, crime boss, waste management, trying to unpack his subconscious. Oh, now I see why this is celebrated. So,
You should have waited for me,
The
Christopher.
last time I show an initiative. Imagine how I felt. T's running down the garbage business. I just want a guy to hold on to one of our stops.
He's not running it down. It's just getting harder in New York. The caller uncle is going to find a kid dead, one of his bins, and get out of business.
Louis Brazzi sleeps with the fishes.
Luca Brasi. Luca.
Whatever.
they massacred my boy.
So what do you want to do?
He disappears. He never comes home. If. Come on.
Sounds like an airtight plan to me. He sleeps with the fishes. Ah, that scene where Michael is at the hospital, his hand's not shaking. He just slips right in the gear. He's his father's son. It's brilliant, brilliant cinema.
You know, Grandma, this place is pretty neat.
What goes on behind here?
Those doors lead to our nursing unit.
This is a nursing home.
It's a residence, but just in case.
No, you're not.
Y'all pulled the wool over her eyes. I was gonna say, how'd y'all get her to agree to this?
Ma.
I know, please.
Ma.
You think you're so high and mighty with your fancy office.
Ma.
Oh,
No,
Ma.
every people come here.
we're losing him. He's hanging by a thread, phantom thread.
Oh my God! Somebody get a doctor. Get a. Oh.
Now that my father's dead, he's a saint. When he was alive, nothing. My dad was tough. He ran his own crew. Guy like that, and my mother wore him down to a little nub. He was a squeaking little gerbil when he died.
Saying he was emasculated. On the home front, she's poking at the trauma. She's poking at it.
I'm not getting any satisfaction from my work either.
Why?
All because of Rico.
Is he your brother?
The Rico statutes. You read the papers? You know the government's using electronic surveillance.
Yeah. I've heard tell. I've heard tell.
Strategies to squeeze my business.
Do you have any qualms about how you actually make a living?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Open up the kimono, Tony.
I find I have to be the sad clown, laughing on the outside, crying on the inside.
They stood 10 toes down, solid.
Guys today have no room for the penal experience, so everybody turns government witness. I feel exhausted just talking about it.
As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster.
With today's pharmacology, no one needs to suffer.
Although I'll go from rags to riches.
Here we go. Here comes the Prozac.
Men's mental health matters. Particularly so if you lead the life like Tony Soprano, because it builds up. The more you repress it, the more you suppress it, the morality, the immorality.
We ran the man over with the car, T himself.
Your uncle resents that you're the boss. He can't stomach you're telling him what to do.
Ish.
Jealousy. He's green with envy. Internecine drama.
Your friend, Artie, with the restaurant. Get him out of town for 3 weeks. That way the restaurant closes. The hit has to go down someplace else.
These HMOs, they pay out millions of dollars every day to doctors. Hospitals. That MRI had $2,000 a pop.
Ah. Healthcare keeps me up at night.
Phony claims to fake clinics we set up. Or he pays Hester 250 grand he owes him, which we know he cannot do. Or it's a rainy night in Lyndhurst.
Could be major.
Could be as good as garbage.
Hey, garbage is our bread and butter.
It's our meat and potatoes. It's right up our proverbial alley. Oh, man. Tony has his hand in many pies, man, playing everything like a puppet on a string. It's overwhelming psychologically.
Cruise, Caribbean, pair of tickets. I can't use them.
Where'd they come from?
Comes.
When's the last time you got away? Took a little vacation?
Anthony. Thank you.
All right.
He's maneuvering. He's trying to finesse every which way to Sunday. And I'm intrigued.
You cannot accept a gift like that from Tony Soprano.
Tony is a labor leader.
Come on, Arthur. Somebody donated their kneecaps for those tickets.
Herman.
Donated the kneecaps, yeah. Where someone's having a little swimming with the fishes. Like a Luca de Brazzi.
I'm sorry I haven't paid you, Herman.
I know you are.
Never meant to denigrate Tony Soprano.
Hey, you want to go for a walk in the rocks? I go out there to think.
You're about to do some thinking of your own, man. He's about to be contemplating the afterlife.
Thanks, but no. Let's try it. What you were saying before, MRIs.
A very thinly veiled threat. It's like, hey, look around you, man. Have situational awareness.
Dick's looking for you.
Cola Brothers withdrew their bid.
Naturally, as I would expect.
By the way, Artie Bucco's here to see you.
Hey, kid.
I'll say that.
Artie!
Don't give those tickets back. Don't do it.
I can't. Talk about it. We discussed this. You gotta leave town. I'm sorry.
Oh, Artie. He was trying to do you a solid. You just put the nail in your own coffin.
Reservation I made 2 weeks ago.
Sir, as I explained, people are not leaving their table.
I tore her a new one.
Why don't we just go to another restaurant and eat?
Mr. Soprano, how you doing?
Giuseppe, how you doing? Hey,
Complex. This is awkward.
Hey.
Tony, where you going?
Hey, you come here?
When possible.
Hey, listen, those decorator tips you gave me.
Oh, I just recognized that's her from Goodfellas. Oh, Hippocampus.
They really work.
Good.
How you doing?
Niels?
Do you know who that was? Well, I mean, obviously you do. What, is he a patient?
You know I can't say.
I'm not at liberty to discuss such things, you prick.
Decorating tips. Yeah, right.
Niels, shut the
Setting up your table right now.
Oh, that was a perfect line delivery. Like, no, listen to what I say. Shut the absolute F up. Now's not the time nor place.
You know, sometimes life is good.
Life is often good.
Gotta wake up, smell the roses.
You've been in good spirits the last couple days.
Drop it on her. Drop it.
Something I gotta confess. What are you doing?
Getting my wine in position to throw in your damn face.
You're always with the drama.
Go ahead and confess already, please. Get it over with.
I'm tempted. I'm going ahead and gear it up, man, because I know what's coming down the pike. She's like, try me.
I'm on Prozac.
Oh my God.
I've been seeing a therapist.
I think that's great. But I just think that's very, very wonderful.
You think I was Hannibal Lecter before or something?
I just...
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, it is. This is a great narrative approach. Not only him taking Prozac, but, you know, this series, this show, coming from this angle.
You told him about your father, right? Your therapist?
Yeah, I told him.
But your mother is the one.
I don't know, I just feel like lately my life's out of balance.
Yeah, he's lost his equilibrium.
Way to go, Meadow!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Mom didn't come?
Didn't think you wanted her to. Guys played a good game. Spike.
Dad, don't you think it's totally unfair what Mom is doing?
Come on, yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. Forget about volleyball.
The sad mama, like, can't even come to her daughter's sports event. Dad?
Okay, cinematography, I see you.
I mean, my Aspen trip. What is she thinking? Please talk to her, please. Why are we sitting here?
Exploring faith and mental health through the lens of a mobster. This is great.
What are you looking at?
Your great-grandfather and his brother Frank, they built this place.
Big whoop.
La-di-da.
He built this place.
Yeah, right. Two guys.
They didn't design it, but they knew how to build it.
It's a strong legacy you have, daughter. Peep game. Tradition, heritage. Some potent themes coursing through this television show. I respect it. Yo. Ah, man. This show is insane. This show's insane in several membranes. Let's go.
So I feel good. So I don't know if I'm going to be needing to come back.
It's not the Prozac. You said you're thinking clearer, and your wife says you seem to be better?
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
It's not the medication. Prozac takes several weeks to build up effective levels in the blood.
Well, what is it then?
Coming here, talking. Hope comes in many forms.
Oh, I love this so much.
I had a dream last night. My belly button was a Phillips head screw, and I'm working on screwing it.
Navel gazing, construction.
And when I get it unscrewed, my penis falls off. You know, I pick it up and I'm holding it and I'm running around.
I beg your finest pardon? Dream interpretation?
Looking for the guy who used to work on my Lincoln and put it back on. You know, I'm holding it up, and this bird swoops down, grabs it in its beak, and flies off with it.
What kind of bird?
If you say a duck, I'm gonna lose it.
I don't know, seagull or something.
A water bird?
I saw the birds last week on cable. You think maybe that planted the idea?
What else is a water bird?
So much happens beneath the surface of our consciousness.
Flamingo?
What about ducks?
Ducks.
What is it about those ducks that meant so much to you?
I don't know, it was just a trip having those wild creatures come into my pool and have their little babies.
Love, you can control that. It's within your grasp. Not many, variables.
I was sad to see him go. Oh, Jesus, now he's gonna cry.
When the ducks gave birth to those babies, it became a family.
You're right. That's the link.
Insight, clarity.
A connection. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my family. Like I lost the ducks. That's what I'm full of dread about. It's always with me.
What are you so afraid's going to happen?
Dread, uncertainty, terror that would be visited upon you like you inflict upon others. Oh, yowza. Sopranos, you got me. First episode, you got me.
And to see your life's dream burned down. Look at it this way, you collect the insurance, that's all.
Those people stop coming to the restaurant. You ever think of that?
But why would people stop coming to the restaurant? Just starting to catch on.
Come on, Artie, put two and two together, my friend.
What's wrong with you?
You know, a simple way to go, Chris, on the Triborough Towers contract would have been nice.
I just need some approval, some acknowledgement. A morsel of love, Unc.
You're right. That's how I was parented. Never supported. Never complimented.
You know, my cousin Gregory's what they call a development girl out in Hollywood. Said I could sell my life story, making millions. I didn't do that. I stuck it out with you.
I stayed true to the family.
What are you gonna do, go Henry Hill on me now? How many mobsters are selling screenplays and screwing everything up?
Forget Hollywood screenplays. Forget those distractions.
I like the overlap narratively between these separate stories. You see, I've seen Goodfellas. There's buku bucks down in Hollywood. Forget about horse heads, you know what I mean?
These kids today. My brother John was a man among men. He was a saint. Anyway, lots of things are different.
Moving right along from this conversation.
I'm not free to run my business like I want. Your son stuck his hand in, made it 100 times more difficult for me. Our friends say to me, Junior, why don't you take a larger hand in things?
Uh-oh. Unc is about to be Machiavellian.
Something may have to be done, Livia, about Tony. I don't know.
What do you mean by that, Unc? Yo, why are you trying to get her approval? Her go ahead. Define something to be done. Yo, dastardly.
Carmela, my mother's here.
Everybody, let's eat!
If I see a duck. Okay. Okay. Okay, season 1, episode 1, pilot episode of The Sopranos left one hell of an impression on me. I would definitely be watching more. Now it makes the most sense why people sing this show's praises. Yeah, the intellectual approach, analyzing the psyche of a mobster who works in waste management, which is double speak for murder, racketeering, corruption, you name it, across the board. And destigmatizing mental health, particularly in men. And what better masculine form to tackle regarding the stigmatization of mental health than Tony Soprano, who leads such a life? Yeah, this is intriguing. This is intriguing. I hadn't the slightest idea of what this involved, what this entailed, you know? And the characters are sharp, they're vivid. The storyline, they set the stage wonderfully, coming out the gates, having him seeing a psychiatrist, talk therapy, and it working. and him dealing with he forcing a gangster to introspect. I love that idea because generations and generations, like his uncle who's plotting against him, it would appear. That's what the TV show is suggesting. They've just been sweeping all their emotions under the rug, doing what they do. Crime, it's all in the family, not thinking about it, not taking a moment to reflect on how it's affecting them or their loved ones on an emotional, psychological level. This TV show was like, no, 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 no. Let's zoom in to one's lens through which you view the world. And I like what it's doing. I like the energy, I like the rhythm, I like the insight. Profound, man, profound. And how old was this? Was this the 80s or the 90s? Because I saw Meadow in the television show Entourage, and she was grown AF. So this had to be in the 80s or 90s, right? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But yeah, so we got a lot of Goodfellas, a lot of Godfather references, which pleases me because I've seen those movies more times than I can count, legitimately. Anytime I just want to watch something, I throw it on in the background, or a lot of the times I sit down and actually watch it frame by frame from top to bottom because these worlds, and particularly when at the helm of Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese, man, you get swept up, which I imagine I'm going to do with this show because the same themes, the same subject matter, the same, plots, but this one's taking a fresh stance coming from a standpoint of the leader. We see the leader, your Corleone, your Paulie in this show is Tony Soprano. He's the head honcho, but a panic attack, which he's loath to describe it as such, depression, and accepting it, and being willing to go to a doctor, a psychiatry, being willing to take Prozac, and lifting the veil that men don't cry or show their feelings. There's a stoic approach. There's something to be said about the philosophy, the school of stoicism, but there's also something to be said about being aware of what's going on, why you do what you do, to psychoanalyze yourself with the help of others as well. Peek behind the curtain of your own soul and mentality. Yeah, this is great. Sopranos season 1 episode 1 was phenomenal. It gave me everything I needed to desire to see more. This grist for the mail, so much material here. It's rich. This is a rich story already in the first 1 hour episode that flew by because I was enraptured. I was caught up like Usher, baby. Y'all know that song? Or is this not the crowd for that? Yeah, I was mesmerized by what I was seeing because it gave us the goods. It gave us the Godfather. It gave us the Goodfellas, and it added its own original spin to it. So now I understand wholeheartedly, completely why when you Google what are the best TV shows to watch, this is up there with The Wire, Breaking Bad, you name it. Bangers. I know these episodes are going to be memorable to say the least. But I'll wrap it up for today. More Sopranos coming down the pike, right around the corner, because I need to know how this evolves, the story. But yeah, many more TV shows and movies coming your way. But as always, until we meet again.